Hello, my students, and welcome to episode 7 of Granger, the Lost Treasure of Griffonstone. So, the things I will be grading this episode are as follows: comedy, art, world and character building, and that's pretty much it, because I couldn't think of anything else. So, like most episodes of Granger, I'm doing the comedy first, because it's my favourite part. Well, with this episode, we got amazing comedy again. From Pinkie Pie's reaction to eating the Griffonstone, her comments about the fact that Twilight wouldn't have liked to come because of the library being utterly destroyed. Right at the start, the little intro with her and Gummy, that was amazing and cute and fun. Rainbow Dash's impression of Twilight, about the little book she had, and even her having her hair change. Pinkie Pie once again takes the fourth wall and directly talks to us. There was a lot of good comedy in this episode, so I'm gonna give this episode a. Yeah, just a flat A. Yeah, an A, because the comedy, like all the comedic parts got me to laugh, and that's kind of what you need. There wasn't too much, and there were a few jokes that kind of didn't like. Actually, no, there wasn't. I'm actually going to up this to an A+, because of the +1 modifier and such. Now, onto the art. The art in this episode was another thing that was amazing. From the flashback sequence from Grandpa Gruff, that was amazingly drawn and semi-animated. That was a really lovely art style they did, changing it completely. Pinkie Pie's little ad for baking soda right at the end was really cool. It was like an old-fashioned, like 60s, 70s commercial for something that is an everyday household item, but they've done it to be like really cool and such. All the character designs of the Griffins and such, from Grandpa Gruff to Baby Gilda, because Gilda returned, yay! Yeah, the design of the monster thing, I don't remember what his name is off by hand. Raven will have his name and a picture of him up for us. Thank you, Raven. The design of Griffonstone was lovely, so because of all the new stuff we got from the art department and all that, and all the lovely stuff they did, I'm going to be giving this episode a B+. Yes, a B+, because of the reasons I just stated. Now, on to world building, because yay. Okay, the world building in this episode added a lot. We got more information about the Cutie Mark map, or whatever it's called. The Cutie Mark map, and basically showing us it's not always going to be the whole main 6. It could be 2 of them, and I'm going to take a guess and say 3, 4, maybe just 1. But I think, I'm going to be honest, I actually think it's only going to be no less than 2 of the main 6 going to deal with the problems and such, because friendship. We got to look at the home of a lot of the Griffins, and got a lot of the backstory into some of their history and such, and also what, by the looks of it, Gilda, what she's been doing this whole time, just sitting around Griffonstone, being Gilda. We got more of Gilda's family, her grandpa. We got to see more of the junior flight school, or flight camp, or whatever it is. Junior Speedsters Flight Camp, that's what it is again. Yeah, a lot of world building and a lot of backstory given to us. Thank you, writers. 1 second, who wrote this episode? I must thank them. Quickly, to Google. Oh, it was Amy Keating Rogers. Thank you, Amy Keating Rogers. You have done such episodes as Testing 1, 2, 3, Philly Vanilli, Pinkie Pride, and The Last Roundup. All of which I actually kind of really liked. So, Amy Keating Rogers for one of the best writers, yes. So, with all that said, I'm gonna have to give this episode a lovely A minus, because they could have given us a little bit more, but they did give us a lot. Yeah, Amy Keating-Rogers. Not doing, like, the only episode really that I'd have to pick out of hers that were really bad would be the Cutie Pox, and other than that, great work. I also stumbled into talking about writers in this thing, so double points! Woo! Well, now, from world building to character building! Whee! Now, in the character building, we got to see more of the relationship between Gummy and Pinky. We got to see the reason why Rainbow Dash and Gilda were friends, and good friends, and I could actually understand, okay, this is why Gilda kind of acts the way she does in Season 1, and kind of why she cares so much for Rainbow Dash, because she was her only friend up until that point. And why she was so possessive over Rainbow Dash, because when you only have one friend, you don't really want them getting taken away from you. Yeah, a really big character building moment for Gilda. I hope she comes back, because she's not that bad now. She's been massively improved, and we got to see some of her family. Like I mentioned before, we got to see a quote-unquote other Griffin, which I think they will become good friends, and we'll be seeing more of the Griffins down the track, and a lot more of Gilda. Here's hoping. Here's a prediction for the season finale. All the people that the main six have helped from the Cutie Mark team over in our town, and Party Favor and all that, and Gilda now, they will help out in some way in the season finale this year with the main six. I don't know how, but we'll find out soon enough. That's my hope. For the for the character building in this episode, I'm going to give it a B+, because it was only really one character, and they've only been in one other episode, so yeah, there wasn't much doing. Like, they added a bunch, but it was only to one thing. So, yeah, B+. Now, onto the Q&A. Okay, for the question I have for you guys this week is, which far-off place would you like to go next? Maybe go to the homeland of the zebras, maybe go visit, some far-off legendary place, or maybe go to somewhere in Equestria, or maybe return to somewhere where we've already been in a previous season. That's all up to you guys. Give me the answers. Give me your answers down in the description, in the comment section, or as Wheezy Waiter puts it, the doobly-doo. And, yeah, ask me any questions. I will answer them. Don't be afraid. Well, it's that time again for me to give you my final grade. In this episode, we got a lot of good parts, from the comedy to the art design, the character, and world building. A lot of it was good, a lot of it could have been done better. But overall, the good outweighed the bad. There was very few things that were really glaringly bad for me. I'd almost say this is a really good episode if you want to get into... If you watched Season 1 and you kind of fell out, if you want to see a good episode, bring back some of those Season 1 characters and go, here they are in a new light, and let's try and make them better. It's also a fairly okay episode. I'd say it's one of the best episodes so far in this season. As far as balancing is concerned, it doesn't... Like, the comedy's good, some of the character stuff is bad, but a lot of it outweighs... The good outweighs the bad. So, I've done a little calculation to get the final grade, and the final grade is an A-. Well guys, that's another episode down and another episode closer to the hiatus, but I have some interesting news. Since the next episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is the 100th episode, I will be doing something very special for Granger, but the next episode comes out on the 13th of June, which is about 3 weeks from now. So we don't get Pony this week, next week, but the week after we do. So I'm going to be filling those with a few interesting little things. So look forward to them, and they'll be coming out hopefully around the same time normal Granger episodes come out, maybe a bit faster because they're going to be something else. So with that, class dismissed.